Guys, I hope everyone is doing well. So in this video we are going to answer 3 more questions. This is the part 3 of the video series where we are learning data analysis and dashboard building using Microsoft Excel. So in the previous 2 videos we answered a couple of questions. In part 2 we talked about turns. Turns is how many times a product is selling, and I say that when those who specialize in inventory tend to prioritize turns or number of times sold over dollar value sales because that sort of represents demand. However, like sales is sales. Like any company would like to know what are their best selling products, right? So this video will tell us how much each product is generating, which is the first question, and it will tell us what is the percentage of sales for each product and what is the cumulative percentage of sales for all the products. So in this Excel worksheet, or the worksheet has sales record of Oregon company from July 1, 2021 to June 30, 2022, which is 1 year worth of data. All these data are in the raw data worksheet, which has date, SKU, product names, all the different products Oregon company is selling, quantity, how much sold for how many quantities were sold for each transaction, right? And then unit price, and then revenue, which is unit price multiplied by quantity, and different sizes sold for during each transaction. So the way we are going to answer is we are going to select all these columns, insert, go to pivot table. We can put it in the new worksheet, or we can put it in the existing worksheet, but those of you are following who are following the series know that we like to put answers right below the question. So I'm going to select existing worksheet, click on this table, go to dashboard, and put the question, select this cell here. Then I will select OK. So this pivot table is going to answer all the 3 questions. So how much sales does each product generate? So to know that, first we have to list each product. I'm going to drag the product name and put it in rows. Okay, and then we want to know the sales, which revenue column will answer that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to drag the revenue column and put it here in the values. Okay, so these are our products and these are our revenue, right? So to we need to see in dollar value. So I'm going to select all these, go here, select the dollar sign. We don't need the decimal, so I'm going to decrease the decimal by clicking twice. Okay, so I have everything, all the sales amount here. Now the second question is, what is the percentage of sales for each product? To know that, I'm going to drag the revenue again, because revenue field will give us that answer. So I'm going to drag this here, and this should answer the percentage of revenue, right? So but right now we have this field in dollar value. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select, right click, show value as, and percentage of grand total, and then what I'm going to do is sort largest to smallest, so that we know which product is generating the most revenue. And I can see that jackets and coats is generating almost 1/3 of the revenue for the company. Sportswear is second, and then suits and blazers are third, right? The companies tend to see in clusters, right? Which cluster is the most important cluster for the company? So in order to know the cluster, we should calculate the cumulative percentage of sales, and that's the way we should do is by dragging the revenue field to values again. Okay, again, when we drag, by default it shows the dollar value, so we need to make some adjustment so that answers our question, which is, so this is the cumulative percentage of sales, right? Okay, so it's still in dollar value. We are going to do what we are going to do. We will right click, show value as, go to percentage running total in, and product name is fine. I'm going to select OK. So now, as you can see, that jackets and coats generate 30% revenue. These three alone generates over 55% of the revenue for the company. So we have a total of 17 products. So that's how you can count. Just select and then quickly see here how many products you have. So you have a total of 17, and but only the first three is generating over 55% of your sales. So these are, in terms of dollar value, these three are your most important products. And you can further see if you keep dragging down. Let's see, this 8 is all generating 86% of your revenue, right? So so that sort of puts things in perspective, and that's what you should try to do using Excel. You should try to, instead of just learning formulas, you should try to use your Excel knowledge to answer business questions. Now, if you are not comfortable with pivot tables, what you can do, you can use the sum if formula to calculate the same thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. These are all of our products, right? And what I'm going to do is I'll use the sum if formula. So sum if. So first it's asking me to select the range. Range is where your criteria is. So let's go to raw data, and all of my products, product name is in this column. So I'm going to select this range first, then comma, right? It's asking for the criteria. Product is my criteria. So for the first one, we are only going to select this one, right? This is my criteria, and it is going to sum all the revenue for this for jackets and coats first, and so then comma and sum range meaning I need to select the column that has all the values, in this case the revenue. So I'm going to select the entire column, revenue, bracket close, enter. And this way, if I drag down, I have all the values. I want to see in dollar format, so I'm going to click here and then decrease the decimals because I don't need the decimals. And you can see that this number is exactly matching with this number, right? Now we will calculate the total because excuse me. So because we to calculate the percentage, we need to calculate the total. So I'll use the sum formula in this time. We don't have any more criteria. So what we will do, we only want to select the values and sum it up. So this is how we are selecting up to socks. So 79, 346, 50. So this is the exact amount. And now we will calculate the percentage. I'm going to select this cell and then divide by total, right? And I'm going to make this absolute because for all the following lines I'm going to divide by the same total. That's why I'm going to make this absolute and just drag it down. You have everything, but it's in decimal. So in order to get this percentage, in home you will find this button. Just press this button. Now you have all the percentage. And then we will calculate the cumulative percentage. To find out the cumulative percentage, first I'm going to select this one equals this one. From the second line we are going to add up 13% plus is T9, right? And the next one is this plus T10, right? And so we are selecting, and now I can just select these two and just drag up to this. So now we are getting the cumulative percentage. You can always increase click this button and get the decimals. So if you are not comfortable with pivot table, which actually you should be comfortable with pivot tables, but yeah, there's another way to answer the same questions. And in the next video we are going to compare the turns with sales to get some kind of ranking. So the comparison will really help us to make a decision. So if you are interested, please keep watching the series.